Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Coming Distractions. I am your host for the second time, Terrence, and I am joined by friend of the show. Everyone pretty much knows who she is, T'ara.
Hello.
So, we're here to talk about Atomic Blonde.
Agent Broughton, she's our best intelligence expert. We have a mission for you.
Shall we begin?
It's a 2017 action, thriller, espionage, spy.
It was a movie.
It was. Starring Charlize Theron, James McAvoy. Who else was in there? John Goodman, Toby Jones, and a bunch of Russian people.
Oh, and the chick from The Mummy.
Oh, yeah, Maria Boutella. Sofia Boutella. She's a very attractive woman. Okay, so we're going to talk about it. Out of 5, I'm going to let you go first since you are the guest. What did you think about this movie?
Okay. So out of 5, I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Okay.
I liked Charlize Theron. I liked all the actors, and I liked the fight scenes. But I didn't like the way the story was told. It felt very, very clunky. Like, it's like they were trying to be more clever than the story actually needed to be.
Yeah.
Did you feel the same way?
Look, okay, before I give my score, I forgot to say this was directed by one of the co-directors of
John Wick. John Wick 2.
Oh, John Wick. John Wick, yeah, the first one. It was a co-director. There's two people directed. John Wick 2 was the one, was the other guy. Okay. This guy directed this. So they, look. Well, my score is going to, it's like a, when we walked out the movie, none of us had any feelings about it.
Yeah, we didn't know what to really think.
Yeah, nobody had any feelings about what the movie, and we were like, we have to sleep on it.
Yeah.
And I slept on it, and I don't know if I didn't really like it.
Really?
No, man, I didn't appreciate.
You know what? Yeah, I can see that. I think I'm gonna drop my score to a 3. I think 3.5 was kind of generous. I feel like
it's between a 2.5 and a 3 because of the actors that were in it, they were all fine.
Right.
No issues with the actors. The movie was just fucking boring. Like I was bored. Like I was, except for when the fight sequences happened because the fight sequences were really good. I was bored in the beginning because it started off kind of slow and it really didn't feel like John Wick-ish to me until like towards the end. Yeah, they had that really long, it was like 7.5 minute fight sequence. It felt like, and that's something else. The movie felt really long. I thought we were in there for 3 hours, and it was ononly an hour and 55 minutes. I said when we left, I looked at my phone, and I'm like, "Yo, it's 9:25. Yeah, it just started at 7:40. Why did I feel like I sat here for 2.5 hours watching this movie? It took everything I had to not turn on my phone during the screener because I didn't want to get kicked out. So. And I was like, how long are we going to be here? Yeah, it was. Nah, man, it was. She was good. Yeah, she was. She was really good. Like I said, everyone was good. I'm not sure if it was the writing or so with one of the characters, obviously no spoilers, but I feel like one of the bad Russian guys was seriously underdeveloped. I still don't even know what his role was. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Because he was in the movie for 7 minutes. Right. It's bad. And didn't bring anything to the story. Right. I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here? And it just didn't gel. Like they tell the story. This is not necessarily a spoiler. It's the very beginning. They tell a story in flashbacks. Yeah. Like she's being interrogated and she's basically flashing back to 2 weeks before the Berlin Wall falls. And I was actually thinking about that because I know we talked about it after we saw it. And I'm not sure if I like that they told it in flashbacks. You would rather it just happen? Yeah. I would have. I mean, okay, maybe if the story didn't feel like it was all over the place, then I probably would have liked it in the flashbacks. It didn't feel like it. It was all over the place. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay. I'm kind of disappointed. Yeah, I think, because the trailer made it look like it was fun. The trailer is misleading. It is.
Is it? Is it really misleading though? I mean, because the fight scenes lived up to expectations for me.
Oh yeah, the fight sequences are awesome.
But everything else, like, you know, okay, so like with John Wick, right? John Wick is really good because it's a simple storyline. You know, they're not trying to make Keanu Reeves do too much. Mm-hmm. He barely speaks in like the first one. Yeah. And they have really good fight sequences. This one is like they tried to give us an emotional appeal with her. Didn't work.
Like she's a stone cold killer.
And then with the chick from The Mummy, she was kind of there. Like,
yeah, she was there. I still don't know what the fuck I don't know what she was there for.
Me neither.
She was there for a sex
I literally don't know why.
Which they show in the Red Band trailer. That's not a. Yeah. I was like, I have no problems.
I have problems
with the scene.
No,
but it was unnecessary.
Pretty good. Okay,
nice.
So James McAvoy, what'd you think?
He reminded me of his character from Split.
I never saw that.
He was fine. Like everybody was fine acting wise. But him and
Charlize didn't have any chemistry.
Were they supposed to? I mean, I guess they were supposed to.
I don't think they were supposed to have like romantic chemistry, but like them as just like actors and their characters, I didn't feel it. I wasn't feeling it. And maybe it's because I don't think we spent enough. Okay, because it was told in flashbacks. Like I feel like I didn't really I feel like I wasn't so really supposed to care about what happened to any of the characters.
Yeah, I didn't give a damn about anybody, to be honest with you. It got to a point, maybe, I guess it was 30 minutes in. It felt like 7 hours. It's a movie where I just kind of wanted to get to the fight sequences and for it to be over.
Yeah.
Like the one fight sequence was just like 7 minutes. I thought that was the end of the movie, but then there was another 45 minutes left. Or it could have been 2 hours.
Listen, they could have ended it like right there, and that would have been like cool.
Yeah, that'd been cool. And
and then I probably would have given it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a 3.75.
But then it went on, and I'm like, shit, there's more. Like, I didn't look at my phone, and then I thought, look, I can't emphasize this enough. Mm-hmm. This movie feels like it's 3 hours long.
It does.
It really does, and it's very disappointing because, like, I wanted this to be good because it's a female-led action movie.
Honestly, think that everything they did with Charlize in this movie, they should just put her in John Wick and call it a day. Because I don't think we needed this movie.
I think they wanted this to be like the female version of John Wick.
No, it didn't work. John Wick is very clear cut.
Did you see the second one? Have you seen the second one?
Yeah, I've seen the second one. The second one, I think I like the first one better. Mm-hmm. But even then, the story is really similar to the first one.
They just murdered a dog.
Wife died. Now I'm going to get revenge on everybody.
Yeah, that's it.
With Atomic Blonde, it's who done it. You don't know if this person did it, but you kind of think this person did it. And it's like...
It was too many threads.
Yeah.
And it just unraveled at the end. And I didn't care.
Yeah, I didn't care either.
So...
Did I give it a 3 out of 5?
You gave it a 3. I'm going 2.5. Fuck it. I didn't enjoy it. Like, the only reason why it's getting a 2 out of 5 is because the fight sequences are really good. Yeah. And the actors were really good. They did what they had to do to get me through the movie. But aside from that, just watch the fight sequences on YouTube.
I really like Charlize.
No, I do too. But this is just.
I think I'm there with you.
So as far as the director, because we're coming to the end of this, the director, because it's a duo when they do the first John Wick. The other guy did the second John Wick, which I heard was just like nothing but action and like slick action.
John Wick, like from like the very beginning, it starts off with like headshots.
Well, okay. Yeah. And then this guy, he slowed everything down.
So
in this movie.
But I wonder if that's on purpose because we found out that this is based on a graphic novel.
Yes.
So is that a series?
I think it's based off a book. Just one book. It's called
The Coda City, I think.
Yeah. By the way, the lesbian sex scene is not in the book.
Well, I'm glad they added it into the movie because that was really entertaining.
It gave us something in the middle of it.
Now, I thought Charlize and... What's her name? Sofia
Boutella.
They had chemistry. I thought they had pretty good chemistry. Better chemistry than James McAvoy and Charlize did. Or Charlize with any of the characters.
Yeah,
And also, this isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer. But the the guy who dies and who they want her to like investigate like his murder or something like that. Yeah. I didn't care about that.
Yeah, who the fuck was he?
Yeah,
it was just some
no
dude that had the look.
Backstory at all.
Okay, cool. There's a dude with a mustache. Okay, whatever.
Like cool, and they clearly used to have a thing. Yeah. That was in the trailer, and I wanted them to really explore that.
I felt there should have been more,
right?
But it already felt like it was 37 hours long, so I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have been able to deal with it.
I mean, so some other things that I really liked, really like shallow things. Charlize's her character's outfits. Listen,
it takes place in '89.
Yeah, it takes place in the 80s.
So she's got some pretty slick clothing that she wears throughout the movie. I like the sweater that she had in that one sequence. Mm-hmm. The black and white sweater.
Yeah, I like that. Sweater. I liked her coats. And
she was
also
dressed like fucking Olivia Pope.
Yeah, right.
That's basically what she was dressed like. So,
and I like the soundtrack. Like
yes,
all the 80s
the soundtrack
movies.
Was very good.
Yeah, I like that. So
soundtrack,
that was really good.
Her outfits, and the fight sequences.
Yeah, only good things about this film.
Pretty solid. Everything else was just a slow, uninteresting burn, and I didn't.
Now I kind of feel like her and Keanu sparred for nothing.
No, the fight sequence, they didn't spar for nothing. The fight sequences were awesome. And the one last thing I want to touch on is the fight sequences themselves. Because in the theater, people were like, ugh.
Yeah, she took a beating.
Like, she took a beating. Now,
she took a beating.
Do you think if it were a male-led character, would people be reacting as much as they did?
Yeah.
Or you think, because I felt like some people's bias may have come into play because it was a woman.
I can believe that.
Thrown all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, because she got the shit kicked out of her.
I think.
She got beat down.
So,
and especially that one sequence.
Yeah, well, you found out that's why she had all the bruises on her
body. Yeah, that one guy, when she fought with that one guy in that room, which it was probably one of the most realistic fights I've ever seen on film because it was a knockdown, drag-out fight to, like, the end. Like, that's what it looks like when two people beat each other and they just keep going at it.
They definitely got that down because, again, like, comparison to John Wick, he takes a beating.
Yeah, he's like all smooth. She's like utilitarian. No, she uses whatever she can.
Even his fight scenes. Well, I know you haven't seen the second one, but even in the second one, like he takes a really bad beating, and I like that. This is probably going to sound like pretty wrong, but I like that it was kind of realistic in this one because she's supposed to be an MI6 agent.
Yeah.
So,
like, the fight sequences were realistic.
Yeah.
And I like that. And they weren't 1,000 cuts. They were like one shot. Mm-hmm. So she had to practice.
Yeah.
And it looks like a legitimate fight scene.
Yeah.
So they get kudos for that.
And I saw some of the scenes of her training for the film. And yeah, she really put in some work to prepare for
she's a badass.
Yeah.
Like, from Furiosa to this, like, this was basically a showcase. It's like, hey, Charlize Theron is a badass.
Yes. Put her in the next John Wick.
Yeah.
Might as well. Clearly she can do it.
Yeah.
It's just that maybe this movie was not the best way to kind of showcase all of those talents.
He tried to do too much.
Yeah.
I think this is like
it should
his
have been
first solo film.
Yeah.
He tried to use there was some Guy Ritchie thrown in there with like different cuts. And
wow.
It was. I'm not going to say he failed. He just didn't live up to what
It was okay. It was an okay movie. It wasn't terrible. I would say if you want to go see it in movies, like if you really, really have to because it's your favorite thing ever, then go to a matinee.
You're going to
maybe
$6.
Yeah, go when it's like $6 or discount day at Housing. Yeah, but don't pay full price. I wouldn't pay full price for it.
Nah, I'll just wait for it to come out on Netflix.
I don't even think I paid for it on demand, and that's like
$3.
Yeah, I know, right? But there are other movies I could put that money towards.
Yeah, like Black Panther.
Yeah,
I want to get my ticket now for Black Panther, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Atomic Blonde. I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, anything else? You got anything else?
Nah. I mean, it was just all right.
Yeah.
I don't need to see it again.
So you said 3 or 2.5?
2.5.
I'll give it the same thing.
2.5. Which is really sad because I was really looking forward to this movie.
Me too. And they let me
down.
down.
This is like...
It's 7-hour
movie.
Like,
the last movie I got so excited about and was let down by this time of year was Suicide Squad. And we saw that. We saw that.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Atomic Blonde, everybody.
All right.
That's what we thought. Yeah, you go to nerdpocalypse.com/fans to talk about it whenever you go to see it, if you decide you want to. Don't. I mean, that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, that's it.
Take it easy, everybody.
Bye.